Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to the Truth Talk podcast. I'm back here with D.
Hi, everybody. I hope you guys are having a great day.
In today's episode, we will be talking about the Miami Mall incident that recently happened. But before we begin, I just wanted to let my patrons know the in-depth uncensored video on the Jeffrey list will be dropping later tonight. I recently posted the YouTube version where I kept it pretty surface level, but in this Patreon version, I dug in deeper and exposed these monsters for what they really are. If you're a Patreon member, you can expect that video late tonight. Thank you all. Now let's get right into it. 2024 only seems to be getting stranger and stranger as the days go by. It's only been 10 days into the year, and it seems like the world is flipping upside down. On top of everything that was already going on in the past few days, reports were being made about an alien sighting incident that happened at the Bayside Mall in Miami on New Year's Day. Footage went viral online of the incident showing what appeared to be a massive police response that worried many on social media. It appeared to be the entire police force in Miami reporting to the Bayside Mall. Another video of the incident that went viral was of a group of police cars surrounding what appeared to be a giant shadowy figure that was slowly walking past. Other footage that went viral was of people claiming a portal opened up in the middle of the mall while all of the chaos was starting. In today's episode, we will analyze all of the videos and stories being told to get to the bottom of what I believe really happened that night. Could it be possible that aliens were really visiting in Miami Mall and are the police trying to cover it up? Or is this a story being blown out of proportion by those on social media? Let's get to the bottom of it. Right now, there are two different stories being told about what happened at the mall that night. One story that is being reported by the police and another that is being told by social media and some people claiming to have been at the mall when it all went down. According to Miami police, what happened that prompted such a large police response was a large group of teens who were at the mall with sticks and fireworks causing chaos. They claimed they were getting reports of teens fighting in the mall and looting stores as they ran rampant through the mall. Many people were calling the police and also reporting the incident as they saw kids attacking other kids. At one point, the kids even started hitting people with fireworks, which scared everyone at the mall and made people believe the fireworks might have been shots going off. So this is what led to everyone scattering. According to the police, they responded with so many officers because they were told it was a group of at least 50 teens with sticks. When the police arrived, the kids started to scatter off, causing people to do the same. This is when the footage was recorded of people scattering and acting crazy. The Miami police denied there being any aliens, responding online by saying there was no aliens, UFOs, or ETs. They also responded to the rumors of the shadowy alien figures walking by the officer's car, claiming that it was just a shadow of a man who was walking by the scene. One of the officers at the scene was quoted saying, "It's a shadow of a person walking." If you look at the beginning of the clip, you can see the person at the bottom of the shadow. Another officer said, "If there was any creature, myself and other officers would have had our weapons out while we hide behind our cars." The police were completely denying seeing any aliens. According to them, they responded in those numbers because of the large amount of people involved in the situation. The news also reported that police had arrested 4 teens in connection to the incident, claiming that these were the teens responsible for sparking the mall riot.
Chaos erupting at Bayside Marketplace. A fight breaks out between a large group of young people, leading to arrest.
And police say at least 4 juveniles have been arrested in this one, accused of lighting fireworks and causing panic. And now we're hearing from the mother of one of those teenagers.
Now the question is, are the police telling us the truth, or is there more to what happened that day? According to those on social media, what really happened that night was a portal that mysteriously opened up in the middle of the mall in which aliens jumped out of it. They point at this video of a bright light expanding on the ground as people run away from it. Social media detectives also claim that this video shows the aliens trying to escape the mall as the police were approaching. The viral video that shows the police officers surrounding the shadowy figure is when the police try and apprehend the aliens, according to some people on social media as well. One man stated that he saw multiple 10-foot tall aliens that were fading in and out of reality, claiming he couldn't capture them on camera for some strange reason.
My name is Nadik, and I was also at the mall when I saw the 10-feet alien. I'm gonna give you my testimony right now. So what I saw, I was just standing in the side of the mall, and then I saw everybody running towards the center of the mall. As everybody's running towards the center of the mall, I went to try to take out my phone. But as soon as I got to my phone, I looked up and I see this 10-feet creature just like moving side to side. The images was like cutting in and out. It wasn't clear. He was fading in and out of like reality, I guess. And then 3 other ones appeared and they was fading in and out of reality. So it's like they wanted to be here, but it's like we had the power to see them, but we couldn't see them all the way. Like we needed to have, I don't know, they needed to come all the way out. I don't know. But it was a little shaky. The cops came. It was like 1 million cops out there. It was nasty. And then they asked everybody for their phones right before we departed. So they made a perimeter around these aliens, and they was checking everybody's phones. But I got somebody with a picture and a video. And he's from Miami. He's a resident of Miami, and from Orlando. And he was at the mall too. So me and him became cool. When he was running away, I was like, "Yo, you got that?" He was like, "Yeah, I got that." So me and him are in contact, and he's just scared to release the video, I guess. But I'm gonna have the video because we cool.
As you heard for yourself, he claims he was right there when the shadowy aliens appeared out of nowhere and began moving side to side, claiming that the police were checking people's phones before leaving the area of the mall. According to him, they were looking for some kind of alien footage. Another man on TikTok claims to have been at the Miami Mall when the aliens were there as well. He stated that he and his brother saw 12-foot aliens that were previously reported as 10-foot aliens, claiming he heard a big boom and then saw a bunch of teens running away from the area. He then claims this is when he saw 12-foot aliens, but all of the electronics died out, so he couldn't use his phone to record the alien, stating that this is the reason people don't seem to have footage of the aliens.
To be honest, me and my brother were there in Miami, and it's so crazy that you guys don't believe in that, but we saw 12 goddamn foot aliens, no fucking lie. And what happened when my brother tried to record, everything turned off.
A loud explosion. That's what
there was a lot of
everybody
explosion.
Everybody run. All you seen was a bunch of little 14-year-old, like 15-year-old.
Out of here, bro.
Fucking running, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah, and then immediately everything
like,
turned off. Everything turned off. And so that's why nobody has any of that footage. That you guys are wondering why you didn't get the footage, because as soon as everything turned off, as soon as you saw that creature, everything turned off.
Man on stilts. That wasn't no man on stilts.
No, it wasn't no man on stilts. How do you have a man on stilts when it was a shadow creature?
Nah, dog.
And they're gonna take it down soon. So
Yeah, they will.
Another man there claims he also saw the shadowy aliens in the mall, stating that he was there with his family when the aliens appeared behind him.
My name is Fitz. I was there at the Bayside Mall with my family, and we all saw exactly what happened. Don't pay attention to a lot of the videos that are out there. I feel like a lot of people are trying to use this for clout. But what happened, we all saw what happened, and it's pretty serious. It's been a few days, but our whole family's processing it. But I think we've kind of accepted that we were a part of this weird experience and moment. So basically what happened was I was there with my brother Brian, and my sister and my nephew. We were looking for shoes for my nephew. And then we see a whole crowd of people outside the store, just running out in a direction. So, as soon as we saw it, we were like, oh, what's going on? So we immediately ran out with our nephew, and, we picked him up and we ran out and we followed the crowd. And then about a few seconds later, as soon as we started running, my nephew, he's autistic. So he was pointing behind us and he was saying blanky, which he'll usually say whenever he feels unsafe or scared. And he was pointing behind us. So me and my brother, we look behind us, and then we see these 3, 9, 10-foot tall creatures. I'm not going to say aliens. Everyone keeps saying it's aliens. I'm not saying aliens because I don't know what it was. None of us really knew everyone. All of us stopped in our track. We, a whole bunch of people were pointing at it. There were other people running. There was a crowd. As soon as it made itself more apparent, it looked like it was glitching, not like a computer pixelation, but like a wavy glitch. And whatever maybe was covering them had, unveiled or whatever. It looked like a glitch, man. It like a weird glitch in the Matrix or whatever. And then you could see it in its full form, all 3 of them. And then, they were all black. You saw eyes, and you could faintly see like lips. But, I was about 20 feet away, because obviously everybody gave it distance, right? And, they're tall. So we all just looked at them. They were just standing there. And the thing that was a little bit weird, well, it was clearly observing us. It was sentient, right? Or whatever. I don't know, but, it was aware of us. It looked at us, the whole crowd. And then as soon as it started walking with its big legs, it started almost glitching again, we all ran. My brother immediately said, yo, let's go. He grabbed me by the shoulder. We bolted out of there. And for anyone that's saying where's the footage? Where's the footage? Yeah, I know. I don't have any footage, and I'll explain why. Because like when I saw it, I was in complete fear. It was something that I completely froze, man. I don't care if I sound like a bitch about it. Like, I froze. And I don't care who you are. I feel like when you're seeing something paranormal, it's different than when you're seeing a fight. Yeah, you'll probably want to record that and put it on World Star or whatever. When you see something paranormal, that's different. Because your reality, you can't comprehend what you're seeing. A fight, you kind of get it. Two people are fighting. You can comprehend that. Something like this, none of us could comprehend. Your first instinct is like, it ain't to like take out your phone and start recording. Your first instinct is like, I've never seen this before. What is this? Is it gonna hurt me or my family? That was my first number one priority. So if you don't believe me, I get it. It's fine. Like, it is silly. I'm sure that someone had footage from that night. If you did, please contact me just so that, we actually have it. So anyways, as soon as the creature started moving, we all just jetted out there. We ran out the front doors. And obviously, like, we see a whole sea of cop cars, mad cop cars, where other ones were coming in. And we ran with our nephew, and then, a cop stopped us. They took us to a bit of a safer area behind the cars. And they asked us what we saw. And we told them what we saw. They wrote it down, and they asked everybody to check their phones. Not everybody, because there was mad people like running away too, right? They couldn't get everyone. So I'm wondering if someone's gonna post a video. But yeah, they looked through everyone's phone. I didn't record anything, so I was fine. None of us recorded anything, so we were basically free to go. But in the distance, you could still see, like, I didn't see the beings come out the door, right? But you could see on the side of the building, kind of like that clip that everyone's seeing, that it was slowly walking, and it was like, it wasn't cloaking or glitching or whatever. It was walking. So I don't know if it seemed more like it was an interdimensional thing. Someone's coming into our dimension or whatever, a bunch of them. And I think, that it was just interesting, the police response, because there was a whole bunch of them.
As you heard for yourself, this man's story is kind of similar to the other stories being told by people who claim that they were there when it all happened. He also claimed that the aliens were glitching and seemed to be interdimensional beings, stating that many others were there and saw these shadowy aliens. If you listen to the people that claim to have been there, they're telling us 10 to 12 foot tall interdimensional aliens opened a portal in the middle of a crowded Miami mall. This caused a bunch of people to panic and run away from the mall. This is when the massive herds of police officers arrived at the mall to, I guess, fight the aliens or capture them. So what is the truth? Was there really 10 foot tall, shadowy interdimensional aliens opening portals at the mall that led to the massive police response? Or was it the reports of 50 teens fighting, looting, and setting off fireworks that led to the police response? I know how the authorities are used to cover things up all the time, and it could be what's going on here. So I decided to go looking into all of this with an open mind. If we look at what is being presented as evidence of aliens from people who were there, we're not really given much to work with. All of the videos of the situation look dark and grainy, and we can't really see anything definitive from the footage. I decided to look at the footage with an open mind, trying to see if I saw what others do. But I just don't. I can't tell what I'm looking at by analyzing this footage. In this video, people claim a massive alien walks past police cars, which really doesn't look like anything to me. I did see something walk past, but honestly, I can't really make out what it is. It could be a person's shadow like the police said, or a shadowy alien like people online are claiming. But from this footage, I can't tell at all. You would think that these videos were recorded with a flip phone or something, as they're so poor quality. Also, none of these people who are claiming to have seen the aliens provided any evidence to prove that they were at the mall that night. Not a video of the incident was recorded by any of these people talking, nor a picture of a receipt they had from buying something at the mall that day. Nothing to prove they are people who are actually there, and not just some goofballs looking for attention and internet clout. The portal video to me does not look like a portal opening up, but like a bright light getting brighter. Just like what happens when you light up a firework and it starts to explode, which is what is most likely being shown in the video and what made people run off when they saw the lights and heard the boom. Remember, people reported hearing a big boom at the mall, which if you ask me matches up with the reports of fireworks being set off by teenagers. We also saw footage of a bunch of teens running from the area and other footage of teens fighting each other, which I won't show here on YouTube. While I rarely ever believe the police, and I will say it was a massive response, I really don't think that they were there for aliens. It honestly makes sense to me why so many police responded to the area if they were responding to a call about 50 teens rioting with weapons. They were also probably getting reports of shots fired due to the teens letting off fireworks in the mall. You know people heard those fireworks from a distance and thought to themselves it's going down. I can see the police responding like this to an active situation when they're hearing reports about 50 people attacking others and possible weapons being let off. Now, if they were really stopping random people and checking phones, I will say that it is interesting and strange, but again, we don't even know if that's true because the people saying it haven't proven themselves to be credible witnesses. While I still may have some questions about it all, I will say I think the police might not be lying about this one. It seems like it could have just been teens rioting and acting crazy. In 2023, we all heard about several alien sightings, from the family who claimed to have aliens in their backyard to the Mexican Congress meeting that presented so-called alien bodies. Plus, there were many other UFO sightings that were made throughout the year. Now, to start off 2024, many people claim to have spotted aliens and portals opening up in the Miami Mall. At the end of it all those other claims ended up being made up stories for attention. And again, this is what it may look like in this situation. One thing about all of this that makes no sense is that people think the police are trying to cover it up. If the police were trying to cover it up, so would the media. And the media wouldn't be reporting about there being aliens in the mall if they were actually trying to cover it up. To me, it doesn't seem like a cover-up. It seems like they were running this story for a reason.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one. I honestly looked into this with an open mind just to see if there was anything truly going on, but after seeing the photos and the statements the witnesses have, I'm really having trouble believing this. And one thing that I did notice about this situation is that everyone is reporting slightly different stories from each other. For example, people were giving different heights for the aliens. People were also reporting different things that had happened, like the electronics shutting off, while others are claiming they actually have footages of the aliens. So which one was it? Did the aliens disrupt the electronics or not?
Yeah, I had the same questions. It didn't make any sense to me. Specifically, the statements that these people were saying, they all seem to be different. It's like they were trying to play off of each other what they were saying and then add a little bit of flair. But one of the guys obviously looked like he was flat out lying. He just kept looking to the side over and over again as he was speaking, not giving the camera direct eye contact, which to me just shows that he wasn't being honest. And at first, I'm not gonna lie, I had questions because I saw the videos of all the police officers showing up and I thought to myself, what could have possibly been going on there? And when people were saying they were covering something up, I agree because, this is how it usually happens. The authorities are used to cover things up. They're told not to talk about certain things and they can't. But when I looked into the situation, what I saw was not enough proof to determine what these people were truly saying. None of the footage shows me what appears to be a definitive alien or anything that even looks like it. All I see is what appears to be shadows or blurry objects moving, and that makes it hard to believe anything that people are saying. In my opinion, the timing of all of this is truly interesting. All of this happened the day before the Jeffrey document was released, a document that released the name of many A-list celebrities and world leaders being associated with Jeffrey. People were way more concerned about this situation over the names revealed on Jeffrey's list. I believe the situation had nothing to do with aliens, but this narrative was created to play as a distraction. Keep the people focused on thinking about aliens in the mall until this situation dies out and people don't even ask any questions or remember who was on that list to begin with. This is why every major news platform and all of the blogs are hyping the story up. Hollywood is in shambles. The names of people associated with the biggest known monster in history were exposed, and this is how they protect them. In my last video, there was people claiming they didn't know that certain people were on the Jeffrey list, and it's because they are consumed with everything else that's happening right now. In the last few days, Cat Williams exposed Hollywood, and aliens were spotted in the Miami Mall, all while those associated with Jeffrey got exposed, and billionaires started building doomsday bunkers. In my opinion, this was all a distraction, and they were preparing for something they know is coming. I honestly don't think our government would hide if aliens were real. I believe they're going to use this alien narrative for their benefit later in the future. I've spoken about things like Project Bluebeam, where they would need people to believe in these alien narratives. And if you look at it in the last few years, this alien narrative has been getting more and more popular, with the news reporting on it like if it was true, with what we saw with the Congress people acting like they actually found an alien body. So I believe this narrative is going to be used for a reason. But this situation here, I don't think it proves anything. As much as I was looking through it trying to find something, I really couldn't find anything.
Something else that just doesn't make sense to me is the fact that people really believe that the police would cover up aliens. We remember last time when the teen boy and his family claimed to have seen aliens in their backyard, Even the police were claiming that there may have been aliens. The police weren't trying to cover it up. They literally said that they were ready to see aliens.
Police in Las Vegas found themselves in the middle of a UFO mystery last month after an out-of-this-world 911 call.
They're like 9 foot, 10 foot tall. They look like aliens to us. Big eyes. They have big eyes.
A family called police on May 1st saying something had crashed in their backyard. They also said they saw large, non-human creatures roaming around the crash site. As far-fetched as it might sound, officers took the case and the call very seriously after a mysterious sighting of their own.
Like a big creature.
A big creature?
Yeah, like around 10 feet tall.
Because I'm not going to BS you guys. One of my partners said they saw something fall out of the sky too, so that's why I'm kind of curious. Did you see anything land in your backyard?
And that incident ended up being a hoax, as that kid made it all up. And personally, I believe if there was any type of alien situation going on, that they would have a special force that is trained and armed to deal with that type of situation and not have sent out their local Miami PD. And they definitely would have handled that situation in a whole different way, been more secretive about it, and definitely not have let the media cover it.
Exactly my point. Why would they open up this portal in the middle of a Miami mall in front of all these people instead of like in the middle of a forest where there's no one there? There's a lot of forests in Florida, wooded areas where they could have just appeared and no one would have seen them. Why show up in the middle of this Miami mall? You know, it just doesn't make any sense. The footage clearly shows a bunch of teens running away, and there was also other footage, like I said earlier, of these kids doing exactly what the police said happened. In my opinion, this was a clear and cut case. What the media did was spin the story in order to draw attention. You think the media are not there protecting these celebrities that were named? They are already protecting them. If you look up any of these articles talking about the people named on the list, the media is protecting every single one of them, saying, oh, they did no wrongdoings. They were just associated because they were named. It's not like they were doing anything wrong. Anybody that's associated with Jeffrey, and I don't care who it is, anybody, they are all Masonic puppets. They're all a part of the club, and they're all as evil as he is. This story was blown up for a reason, and I believe it's the same reason that Cat Williams' episode did 34 million views in a week. You understand what's going on? They're trying to take attention away from what's really being exposed, and it's working. Not that many people are concerned about this list that has so many A-list celebrities. Watch my last video, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. All of these big names in Hollywood, and these are only some of the names. I'm about to expose some more names on the Patreon video that drops later today. But you can clearly see that this alien story was just used as a successful distraction, and it worked perfectly. Everyone was distracted between this and the Cat Williams situation. In my opinion, this entire situation was used as a distraction just to get people off of what really was being exposed, and it was these names on that list. But I want to know what you guys think below. Tell me if you guys really think that it was aliens out here. I'm not judging any of you, and if you guys have more proof, I'm happy to see it. You guys can send it to me, or let me know if you agree with me below. Do you think that they were just using the story to cover the Jeffrey list up? That's what I believe, at least. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Goodbye, everybody. I hope you guys have a great day.